Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ilishus, and we're back for another Facecam video. My last one was for the Survivor Series War Games predictions. Um, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and today we are back for another video. But today it's an interesting one. I'll be checking with you guys who will win, in my opinion, the 2023 Men's Royal Rumble. So, the 2023 Royal Rumble is the next premium live event for WWE after Survivor Series War Games, and it brings the question of who are the possible contenders for winning the men's and women's Royal Rumble matches. Today I'm talking about the men's Royal Rumble match. Maybe next I could do another video talking about the women's Royal Rumble. It could also be a good idea. But the reason why so many people are wondering who will win the men's Royal Rumble match is because it means that this person will probably go on to defeat Roman Reigns for both championships, the WWE Championship and Universal Championship, which is not the undisputed blah 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 championship. So, I've got my phone right here, okay, with 5 names and a couple of reasons slash explanations as to why I believe they could win the Royal Rumble. So I'll go through the list, explain my thought process for all of them, and try to give you guys an idea, okay? It's a pretty simple video, okay? You might enjoy it, you might not enjoy it. I don't care. Well, I do care, but, I'm doing YouTube for fun, okay? So I just hope I can entertain you guys. Another intro, I gotta stop. Okay. So, 5 names on my list. Which one? I'll do them in order that I noted them. The first name, okay, probably the name that came out the most. Okay, if I'd ask you guys, who do you think would win the 2023 Men's Royal Rumble match? It would probably be the most named person, and it is none other than the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Okay, Cody Rhodes made his return at WrestleMania 38, facing Seth Rollins. Incredible return, okay, after being in AEW for a while, and he's had incredible matches with Seth Rollins and then got injured. The thing is that he is recovering pretty quickly, and rumors state that he could be coming back at the Royal Rumble. Cody Rhodes, in his many speeches, talked about the fact that his ultimate goal coming back to WWE was to do what his father could never do, which was to win the WWE Championship or the World Championship, whichever one it is. So it's kind of his mission, and him being the babyface and the crowd being behind him, it's probably a good idea to eventually put a world championship on him. So you could have this whole story: Cody Rhodes, comes back at a Royal Rumble, wins the whole thing, builds up towards WrestleMania, and finally be the one to defeat Roman Reigns, because Roman Reigns has been champion for like 800 and something days now. So you need to have someone credible defeat him, someone that you're like, okay, yeah, he's the guy, because Roman Reigns has defeated John Cena, Edge, Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins, technically, Bray Wyatt, Braun Strowman, Riddle, Rey Mysterio, Logan Paul, Drew McIntyre, Big E, so many people, Daniel Bryan, okay, just so many big main eventers, former world champions, Kevin Owens. I'm not gonna go through the whole list, but you get it, okay? So you need someone credible, someone that can actually take over the WWE and be like the face of the WWE. By the way, you've probably heard that there are rumors that they might be splitting the championships eventually. Bring back the WWE Championship on one side and the Universal Championship on the other, and like not have the Undisputed Championship anymore. But what I'm saying, I'm just based off on if the titles stay together, okay? Because if they split the title, it's a whole other story in my opinion, which I could do a video on that. I'll probably make one. Why not? But yeah. So coming back to it, yeah, Cody Rhodes. What else do I have noted? Yeah, that's pretty much what I said. Cody Rhodes is a great babyface, against Reigns that is technically a heel. Would be a great idea to send him. He's loved by everybody. Doing this for his father, and he would be a credible pick also to beat Roman Reigns. Now let's get to the second person who could win the Royal Rumble and go on to face Roman Reigns. Okay, that is that's a bit weird because it would be like his third Royal Rumble win. You're probably guessing who I'm talking about. It's Randy Orton. Okay. Now, it's not much about the Royal Rumble, but more the fact that he would be a great pick to face Roman Reigns, you know? If they don't have any good choice, Randy Orton is a safe pick. Okay, he's also out with an injury. Could be coming back soon. Apparently, he's doing very well. You know, his father updated on his situation, saying he was recovering very quickly. So we could see him back anytime soon, honestly. Orton is very familiar with the Royal Rumble match. He's loved by the crowd, so I don't necessarily think there would be a problem with him winning. Okay, it wouldn't be like unanimous, but people would still be, okay, it's Orton. But the thing is that Orton versus Reigns, first of all, has never happened. Like, ever since Reigns became the tribal chief, I mean. Orton is a legend killer. So if Roman Reigns now considers himself a legend, Orton has some job to do, you know. Orton could also be doing this to avenge Riddle, because Riddle was took on Roman Reigns but lost and got attacked and stuff. So it could be a great idea for Orton to just try to get some revenge for his brother, you know. Yeah, Orton is just a great pick. Okay, he's a big main eventer. He would be credible to beat Roman Reigns because the guy has done pretty much everything and beaten everyone. It would be his 15th World Championship. He would become the third wrestler with the most reigns, okay, after Ric Flair and John Cena at 16. And he would surpass Triple H because Triple H and Orton are currently tied at 14 reigns. If Orton ends up winning a championship, he would be at 15, putting him in third place. What else do I want? He has history with the Bloodline, okay, as he's faced both Usos with Riddle, where they lost their Raw Tag Team Championships. So Orton could just overall be a great pick to send after Roman Reigns, as he has the star power to just, you know, it's still a big main event. Roman Reigns versus Randy Orton, it's a big main event. Next up, okay, it's a name, okay, big main eventer, and could honestly, this one is tricky because I clearly don't know what they're doing with him right now, but it's Bray Wyatt, okay. Ever since he's been back, everybody's been behind him, but the fact that they're now having him feud with LA Knight, I've got nothing but I've got nothing against LA Knight, but LA Knight's like on the low card at the moment, you know, low mid card. So Bray Wyatt being a former world champion, you know, so maybe they'd want to finally give him a push, okay, and they could send him against Roman Reigns. Bray Wyatt never won the Royal Rumble. Could be his first win. That's very interesting. Also, he lost his championship to Roman Reigns, you know. When Roman Reigns won the Universal Championship, it was from Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt was the champion at that time. Okay, he's not the one who got pinned, but he was still the champion at that time. So it could be a great vengeance because he never got his rematch, technically. There is a rumored big push for Bray Wyatt, and also there was the big rumors of the Wyatt Six. I could also make a video on that, gosh. But yeah, there are big rumors of the Wyatt Six coming to the WWE, which would be Bray's own faction. So having the Wyatt Six on one side and the Bloodline on the other would be at least interesting, you know? It would make some, like, fair play. Wyatt is probably the least probable out of the 5 names, I'd say. I'll make some sort of list at the end, but I believe he's the least probable because they still need to push him, and I'm not sure they want to send him for a world championship straight away. You know, I believe they want to take their time with Bray Wyatt. That's what they're doing. So I believe it's the safest option. Next up, okay, probably the second name that comes out the most, or even the first name, okay, it's between Cody Rhodes and that one, The Rock, okay. Ever since Roman Reigns began his tribal chief, head of the table character, it's all been around the Bloodline, providing for his family, being like the top dog in the whole Anoa'i family. And who is a cousin of Roman Reigns that is also in the family, that is a legend in WWE? The Rock. So it would just be incredible to have Roman Reigns claiming he provides for his family, he's the top one in the family, to face The Rock, who is like multi-time world champion and is the biggest name of this family. Okay, even more than Roman Reigns. Is the cousin versus cousin storyline. It could also bring the end of the bloodline because of the Usos and Solo not wanting to do anything with The Rock. They don't want to attack him and stuff. So it would leave purely Roman Reigns versus The Rock. The Usos would be out of it, Solo Sikoa would be out of it, and Sami Zayn by that time will have probably turned face and teamed up with Kevin Owens. That could also be a video. What else? It would actually make sense for him to be Roman Reigns, honestly, because he's a legend. He's been so many people. So it would make sense for him to be Roman Reigns. People would be like, yeah, okay, it works, you know. It's an incredible rivalry, okay? It's going to be more about the rivalry than the match, okay? The match is still going to be good, but the whole rivalry will be way better. You know, all the promos, the video packages, them talking to each other, it's going to be insane. And, you know, it's not something that we should consider, but it's something that WWE probably considers a lot. It's a huge money draw, okay? Bring back The Rock, having him face his cousin in the main event of WrestleMania. It's a big money opportunity for the WWE, you know. It's WrestleMania Hollywood at the same time. The Rock. It would just be big for them. They could like bring so many eyes to the WWE to that event. It could be like one of the biggest, if not the biggest, WrestleMania ever. So yeah, I believe it would be the like safest pick in terms of the rivalry, of the crowd reaction. Him or Cody Rhodes, okay, would make the most sense. So The Rock is he's the safest pick, okay. And the final one, okay, it's one that I threw in there. Could make sense, especially with his character and how he's loved right now. And it's none other than Seth freaking Rollins. Why? You may recall that Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins have faced each other for Roman Reigns Universal Championship at the 2022 Royal Rumble, okay? That would be 1 year later where Seth Rollins wins the Royal Rumble. And the thing is that Seth Rollins didn't lose like pinfall or submission, you know? I believe it was disqualification because Reigns kept on the submission too long. So Seth never like actually lose to Roman Reigns. It was just DQ'd, so Reigns kept the championship even though he lost the match. So it could be his rematch that he like deserves and stuff. Seth Rollins is one of the most loved like wrestlers on Raw. He's carrying the division. Everybody's singing his theme song every time. It wasn't long enough, but he still had a great run with the US title because he made it like loved by the people and almost became like the championship on Raw thanks to Seth freaking Rollins. That man is amazing. Brother versus brother, of course, the Shield. You could bring back that whole storyline once again. It always works. The people love it. And what else? Big match draw once again. Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns on a poster. It slaps. And yeah, Seth Rollins is currently in a weird spot because he just lost the United States Championship to Theory, and if he doesn't take it back, I don't know what they'll want to do with him for WrestleMania. So, you know, if they want to go with him, okay, let's say The Rock's not available, Cody Rhodes will still be injured, or they have other plans for Rhodes and Rock. Rollins could be a very great pick. It would still attract a lot of people. People would still be happy because Seth Rollins is loved by everybody. It would be a rematch because the Royal Rumble ended in a poor way. Once again, brother versus brother, Shield, the whole storyline is just, and the match itself is gonna slap. Honestly, it's gonna be incredible because Seth Rollins is one of the greatest wrestlers that WWE have. Okay, period. And Roman Reigns, in terms of creating the match and bring some story to the match itself, he's one of the best as well. So those are the 5 names, okay? Alright, I'll list them quickly. Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, Bray Wyatt, The Rock, and Seth Rollins. In terms of which one I think has the most chances of happening to the one that has the least chances of happening, I believe number 1 is I'd say number 1 is The Rock, because that's what WWE want the most. So if The Rock is available, they'll go with him. Second is Cody Rhodes. Okay, it's still an incredible pick, and the crowd are behind him. Third, Seth Rollins, because it's probable, but having the 2 other picks, Rhodes and The Rock are just safer options. Randy Orton would be 4th. No, Bray Wyatt would be 4th. Okay, because we still don't know what they want to do with him, if they're standing him like for a big push or if they're really taking their time, and it could last until WrestleMania, so we don't know. And number 5, Randy Orton, because the thing is, there are rumors that they want to have Orton versus Riddle, so it means that Orton could actually turn heel, so that Riddle could remain as face, and they could have a rivalry between the two. And I'm not sure Randy Orton is necessarily the guy that they want. I listed him here because he's a great pick, safe pick as well. And yeah. Okay, I've talked more about Roman Reigns and stuff than the Royal Rumble, but that's really because whoever wins the Royal Rumble will most certainly be the one to dethrone Roman Reigns. Because, I love Roman Reigns. Okay, my name is Elias Shoes, okay? And I love his reign, but he has to be stopped one day. He can't just hold the championship for 2,000 days, Before the video ends, I'll go for like a 2 minutes of honorable mentions. Sorry, wrestlers that could win the Royal Rumble because they're big at the moment, because they deserve a big push, and maybe have somewhat of a decent match, and maybe even beat Roman Reigns. First one is AJ Styles. Okay, he should have probably been on that list instead of someone else. AJ Styles doesn't have much years left in him. Never won the Royal Rumble. He would be a great pick actually to win the Royal Rumble. He's done incredible work in the past years, but recently he hasn't gotten much. He's just got some rivalries here and there, but never did something like proper. Never received a proper push. So we don't know. Another name that's a little less likely to happen, but it's Finn Balor, because WWE are big on the Judgment Day at the moment. So they could go as far as push him to win the Royal Rumble. But I believe he doesn't have the star power yet, unless he brings back the Demon. But with the Judgment Day, I'm not sure. And it's also been seen, Roman Reigns versus Finn Balor. But he could, okay? We never know. Then there's the possibility of any legends coming back to win the Royal Rumble and go after Reigns, okay? WWE could bring Brock Lesnar, after Roman Reigns, because that's what they always do. They could do Goldberg, they could do John Cena, they could do Triple H, Batista. Well, I'm not sure Triple H would actually go himself, but you know what I mean. Another name would be Karrion Kross. WWE are trying to push him. He's had like a rivalry with Drew McIntyre, who is a big main event star. So who knows? Another name on there would be Kevin Owens. Okay, it's weird at the moment because there was supposed to be a rivalry between Reigns and Owens, but apparently it's not 100% sure yet. It was supposed to happen at the Royal Rumble, but if they decide to delay that or whatever, they could actually give the Royal Rumble to Kevin Owens. But I'm not sure it's such a big WrestleMania match. Braun Strowman as well, even though he's already faced Roman Reigns, he's now a bit different. But the thing is that they're currently sending Braun Strowman against Gunther. But who knows? Gosh, who knows with WWE? And I believe that's pretty much it. There aren't many other big names at the moment in the business. There is the possibility of Bobby Lashley as well, because he's never technically faced Roman Reigns for the championship. So if they want to push him big, it could be an opportunity. So that is it for this video. I'm sorry my voice is dying. I screamed all day long at work. But I still hope you guys enjoyed it. A 20-minute video talking about the 2023 Royal Rumble. I'll probably do, if you guys like this video enough, I'll probably do one for the women's side. Talking about my predictions and picks. I'll try to bring more like face cam talking videos if you guys enjoy it. It's close to my English podcast, so if you ever want to listen to the video more as a podcast, you can just play the video and leave it somewhere, okay? There's rarely going to be anything on screen that you'll have to look at. So it's just going to be me talking for like 20 to 30 minutes. I'll try to bring more... I'll try to bring more talking videos in the future if you guys enjoy it. I'm gonna go drink some water unless I'll die. Love you guys. Thank you for all the support. My goal is to reach 800 subscribers before the end of 2022. So please help me reach that goal. Okay, we've got like 28 days left. Please help me get to 800 subscribers. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one.